but there's a little representative of each team behind.
I know in the youth or in the junior division, you're allowed 2 coaches in the corner. I believe they're allowed 1 head coach, typically their club coach, and then a representative from the team behind.
Okay.
And a step out right away for Nouri. He was able to turn ABBASOV and push him to allow ABBASOV to step out.
ABBASOV stepped forward, but he left the door open. There was Nouri pawing and clawing his way through it. And they're not slow, but putting their heads in either. 2 rutting stags here in this bronze medal contest.
So if you watch great boxers, and I know you're a combat sport veteran and a combat aficionado, and you watch as they bob and weave, watch the way Nouri moves his hips side to side and his body side to side, changing his head position and really getting out of the way of any attack that ABBASOV has.
Well, the only thing ABBASOV could do, that you spoke about boxing, there was a little slap to the head there on the way through, so he warmed up with a couple of punches, landed one on the blind side of the ref to the nose of Nouri, but pushing ahead again, the Iranian.
And if you watch that right there, Nouri was kind of slowly pushing and pulling, and then when he wanted to go, he split his step, swap! He went right into the attack and was able to catch him, maybe sleeping a little bit to get him to the edge of the mat.
But how do you train for that explosive power over such a long day? Is it a mix of training methods? Is it just genetic? Is it innate? Can you learn that?
I don't know if you can say that any of this is innate. I think the training that the Iranians do, obviously you watch when they go from 0 to 60, they're doing it quicker than the other countries. So in training, they're doing something right that I wish I could go and watch or look at their game plan to figure out what they're doing in training to do that.
Well, that speed of thought measured up and matched with the speed of feet, trying to sneak round the back again there. Nouri. ABBASOV gets away with it a little bit into the last minute or so.
And these 2 countries butted up right next to each other, Azerbaijan, and in the past, Iran and Azerbaijan have shared athletes. I think they share training together.
Yeah, a lot.
They typically are brothers, good friends with each other.
Brothers in arms in the centre of this bronze medal contest here. But it's that ability to change direction so quickly from Nouri.
And one for the step out again, but did you watch his feet? He went right to left, to right to left, to underhook, to pull.
Not only did I watch his feet, ABBASOV did as well. He was chasing shadows, looking for him, and when you've lost your opponent, well, then you're in real trouble.
You're not worried about scoring yourself. All you're worrying is not getting scored on.
Yep, you're reacting.
And he gave up the least of the problems by getting a step out there instead of a 2-point takedown or worse.
Good point, well made, and it's good points on the board. Hussein Nouri of Iran, well, he'll trot back to his corner. Good viewing for Team Iran at the moment.
So you have 1 main coach like we were talking about, then they have 2 coaches, typically a towel or a water guy that comes up with them. I love to watch the towel guys. I know we're watching a replay right now, but the towel guys, some of them with the windmill, some of them with the full umbrella.
Jason Bryant has patented that as the thunder flap. So that's what he calls it. So
thunder flap when you carry it on both edges.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Snap it there. So there's technique in the towel, but neither wants to throw it in at this stage. But the referee, well, he needs the towel again. A little bit too much sweat on the body, which of course would stop you from having a fair chance to grip. But got a fair grip of it at the moment has Nouri.
And it is loud in here. The DJ's doing one heck of a job with some great music. It is super loud. The fans are cheering.
What?
Pardon?
Pardon?
You hear the horns of the Iranian fans. Nothing, you know when you're at a world tournament or an Asian tournament when you hear the horns of the Iranian fans coming out.
Yeah, and lots for them to cheer about and support at the moment. Nouri has a really strong advantage and staying active with it as well. Not incurring the wrath of the referee. Continually moving And ABBASOV, well, you saw him have a little sneaky look at the scoreboard there, probably checking for time, and he's running out of it here. And running out of real estate as well.
And that's the second passive call against ABBASOV. So another point on the board, a 4-0 lead for Nouri, who is again having a great tournament.
Well, the horns in the distance, and that bronze medal on the horizon for Nouri as well.
I love to watch the fans too, because there's always only one or two who are allowed the horn, and they lead the cheers.
It's a big honor.
It is, and they lead the cheers for the whole delegation. And sometimes they just say Iran, and sometimes they have other sayings that they do. It's scripted.
Well, this couldn't be scripted much better for Nouri at the moment. He's got the momentum, he's got a little bit defensive at the moment, the referee having a little look there. ABBASOV trying as he might to wrest this bronze medal and take it back to Baku.
Beautiful head pound by Nouri. But if you watch, he does things a little bit different. When he goes an underhook, and there's different schools of thought. Some people like to go head position on the same side of the underhook. He actually brings his head position to the other side and rests his chin on the shoulder of ABBASOV. He must be just unbelievably strong with that left side where he digs in the underhook.
Well, just to clarify for the people that are totally new to it, an underhook would be?
I take my arm and I dig in under your arm so that my elbow is hooked in your armpit.
Got you. So that gives you that leverage and that strength that Nouri has exhibited here as we reach into the latter stages of this bronze medal battle here. ABBASOV has tried, he's pushed, he's parried, he's looked for answers. He almost throws an elbow there, but sneaking round the back.
They call that a slip throw, so ABBASOV went for it. He went for a headlock. ABBASOV was not able to do it, so he slipped to the mat. Nouri was not able to lock and lift to get points, so 10 seconds here.
Tried for that one again, as you said, that slip throw, but the bronze medal has slipped through the fingers of ABBASOV and Nouri. Well, sometimes you think that, well, did he come for gold? He certainly enjoyed that bronze.
He did. And sometimes another favorite coach of mine used to tell us, you got to finish in the odds. First,